Hey team, Kiwi Badger coming at ya. So what I've done, guys, is I've removed all the old brake fluid out of the rear brake reservoir. I'm just going to top it up with new brake fluid and top it right up. At this stage the level doesn't matter because this is going to be disappearing through the brake line as we bleed the brakes and push out all the old fluid. Just going to move the camera and hopefully you can see the lighting isn't that great, but we'll move it around to the rear caliper. Okay guys, so I've placed the tube onto the bleeding nipple, but before I did that I placed a spanner over the nipple. That's so that you can loosen and tighten that nipple as you please without having to remove this hose. As you can see, well, maybe not, but as you can see I've covered the bottom of the hose with fluid, and that's going to stop that air from travelling back up. So we're going to loosen this off now and commence pumping the old fluid out. So I've just cracked that a little bit. It doesn't need to be all the way open, and I'm going to start pumping through the new brake fluid, and hopefully you should see the old stuff coming out and the new stuff going in. So we're starting to get a little bit of fluid dribbling out there. That's the old brown stuff. Just take your time doing this, because if you haven't changed your brake fluid regularly, you may end up with contaminants inside the master cylinder. If you pump it too hard and too fast, you can push those contaminants through into the working parts. Be mindful of your master cylinder level. You do not want it to run dry, because then you'd have to start the process all over again. So we've still got the old fluid coming out there. You probably can't see it on the camera because of the poor lighting, but the brown stuff has disappeared and we're starting to get the new green fluid coming through now. So push it all the way through until you get a clear stream of clear fluid with no bubbles. We don't want any air in that braking system. And as you do your final push down, you want to tighten that nipple up. So I'm going to push down and tighten up. And that's going to stop any air from creeping back up into that braking system. Okay, so the process you follow on the front is exactly the same as the back. A caliper is a caliper pretty much. The only thing that differs is the number of pots and the size thereof. So I'm going to pull off the front calipers and service those, and then I'll bleed the front ones. Alright, cheers!